Welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a what's in my travel bag makeup bag video. Hey and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a good weekend. Today I'm going to be doing a what is in my travel makeup bag. By travel, I don't mean going away on exotic holidays because that never happens. What I mean is when I go to my boyfriend's house, I have to selectively select a few of my makeup items to fit into one bag. This bag is from the Clinique bonus time and it is full of all the makeup products and brushes that I would take to my boyfriend's house if I was staying for a night. So yes, this bag I got in the Clinique bonus time. It's very summer appropriate. I absolutely love it and I don't want to stop using it just because it's autumn now, because why would anyone do that? So I'll just grab items out of this bag and show you what's inside it. I feel like this video isn't exciting at all. Actually, I'm going to do this quite logically, so I'm going to start as I do my face. You know, I'm going to start in the order that I do my face in. As always, you know, this is my favourite foundation, the Clinique Stay-Matte Oil-Free Makeup. If you are oily, this foundation will be your best friend. If you are dry or combination, this will be your worst enemy because it separates and collects in any dry patches that you may have. So this is made for extremely oily people, but I really like it. It is buildable, so it's daytime appropriate, nighttime appropriate. I'm wearing it now. In fact, I did just film a what did I just film? I did just film how to achieve a matte flawless face. I'll leave that video down below. So that's what I would usually apply first. And then moving on to concealer, as always, my trusty MAC Pro Longwear concealer. This is the best concealer I have ever found. It's full coverage, it doesn't separate into any fine lines, it covers all redness. I haven't found one as good as this yet and I don't want to ever replace this. It lasts forever. The only bad thing is the packaging, because of course you can't get it all out because it is glass and it gets stuck up the pump and that sort of thing, but that's my only complaint. Brushes, I'll mention these as well with the product. So with my foundation, I will normally apply it with my Morphe M439. That replaced my Sigma F80 Kabuki. I absolutely love this brush so much. It's gorgeously soft. It's big enough to get into all the areas really quickly, because if you're like me and you can't be bothered spending hours on, well, hours is a bit of an exaggeration, but if you can't be bothered spending a long time on your makeup, then use this brush because it is genius and it's half price at the moment on Morphe brushes. So yes, I just mentioned the MAC Pro Longwear. I will apply this with my Real Technique setting brush. I also love this brush. I will just pat in the concealer in all the areas that I feel need it, basically. And then when that is done, I will go in with my Smashbox Photo Set Finishing Powder. This is a translucent powder and it basically, you can see it in the bottom there, it just sets all of the concealer foundation in place. And to be honest, because I'm oily, the oil will come through my skin throughout the day, and if I apply this powder, it will not do that. I stay matte, and I didn't think a product existed that could do that for me. So I'm really happy with this. Quite pricey again at £19, but I get through one of these about every 3 months or so. This is my second one. So I will apply that powder with my Sigma Powder Slash Blush brush, the F10. It just looks like that and it's perfect for just getting in there and mattifying my face out, really. And then when the base is done, I will then go in with my powder. This is the MAC powder. Is it called the Wash and Dry collection? I always forget, but it's just limited edition packaging, but you can buy this. Anyway, this bronzer I believe only comes in 2 colours, refined golden and something caramel, but this is refined golden. It's got a shimmer to it, which I wasn't sure about at first, and it is quite dark, but I like that because I find that the pigment is so much stronger and I only need a little bit on my face. I don't need to keep on like going in and building up the product. I can just get it on and that's done. I am wearing this now, just brushed all over the face basically. And I will apply that with my Morphe MB5 brush. This is officially a duo foundation brush, but I couldn't use that as a foundation brush. The ends are, it's like a stippling brush, but a synthetic one. It's so soft, but it works perfectly for bronzer because it's perfect for getting right there. Blusher is a tricky one. I love this blush palette so much. It's the Morphe Brushes 9B blush palette. It basically comes with 9 blushes, and I have to take the whole thing to my boyfriend's because I love them so much, and they are in this palette, so I just think I'll just take the whole thing. This one down here at the moment is my favourite shade. During summer I loved this orangey coral up here. This is more of a dusty pink, but I absolutely love that shade. This is so versatile, this palette, and I just think I could do any look in the world and one of these blushes would go with it absolutely perfectly. I'm a little bit frightened of this one, I'm not going to lie. It's very bright. I think that would suit you if you had a darker skin tone, as with the one above it. But I haven't touched those, but other than that, I absolutely love it. It's so pigmented and it blends out so well and it's so creamy. To apply that, I would use this brush that is so old, but it is basically identical to the Sigma. You can see the two together. Basically the same brush, just this one is not as soft. The Sigma is so luxurious, but I like to use this one for powder and keep it that way. This seems like a lot of products for a night, doesn't it? Then I also like to take a highlight, because me and my boyfriend, even if I'm just going for a night, we are more than likely going to end up going out somewhere during that evening, or I don't know, doing something spontaneous. So if I've just come in from work and I want to sort of top up my face to make myself look better, I can do that. So that's why I take what I call like fussy extras, like a highlight. Although I've been loving highlighting recently, to me it is a bit of a fussy extra. This is the Becca Cosmetics highlight in Moonstone, and it's perfect for me because it's the only highlight I've ever found that works with my pale skin. And then moving on to the eyes, I love the Clinique Chubby Lash Fattening Mascara. I wish this was fattening and lengthening. I will be honest, I've never used the foundation before that fattens my lashes, but this really does, but it can cause them to be very short and stumpy is how I would describe it. It's quite difficult to use, but I learnt to use it with my Clinique High Impact Mascara. That just gives it the length as well as fattening them out. Now in terms of eyeshadow, I do a little trick which I would highly recommend. So using the tapered blending brush, the E40 from Sigma, you know this is my favourite blending brush of life, I will take my MAC bronzer and I will just dip it in there and wiggle it around, and I will use this on the outer corner of my eyes, taking it down the lid and blending it up and out like that for eyeshadow. And that's it, because all of my eyeshadows are in palettes and I don't want to be taking a whole palette again, because moving backwards and forwards from his house in the car and stuff, it could get smashed along the way and that would just be truly devastating. So that's a little trick that I do. And another trick that I do as well is I actually use the Becca highlighter with this little brush here. Again, this is so old. I use that as a highlight for my brow bone and my inner corner as well with this brush. Yeah, just a really easy trick to save taking eyeshadows, I think, because eyeshadows aren't necessary really, like all the time. I can survive a night without eyeshadow. And then there's just some little bits in the bottom here. So for my eyebrows, I have my Rimmel London Professional Brow Pencil. It's very short, stubby and dirty and old at the moment. But it's just a plain brow pencil. This is in brunette. And I just use it to fill in my brows. I haven't used anything else but this. I absolutely love it. So that's what I'm going to use. And then sometimes it depends on the day. If I'm in a rush and I'm feeling lazy, instead of using this, I will actually use the Benefit Gimme Brows. So that was a lie. I do tend to use other products as well, but this is the only one. This is a recent purchase, and this thickens and fills in the brows so well that sometimes I don't need to fill them in as well with the pencil. I've just got a basic black kohl liner in here. This is so old. This is from Bon Joie, and I think they discontinued it because I can't find it again anymore. But it's so black and so creamy that it's effortless getting it onto that waterline. So I absolutely love this as well, and I have to say I've bought MAC, Benefit and Clinique eyeshadows in the past, eyeliners, kohl liners in the past, and they have been nowhere near as good. For lipstick, I usually just take a nude with me. I just throw this one in most of the time. It's the NYX Butter lipstick in this gorgeous pinky nude. I absolutely love this. I wear this most days when I am just sort of in and out or at the office. It's just perfect for that. And then at the bottom here I've just got some tweezers, because you don't know when you're going to find a hair growing on your face that you don't want. And then lastly is just some bobby pins in the bottom. They're like what I call my emergency bobby pins. They are always in here, as well as my tweezers. Yes, and that is everything. I hope you found that fascinating and enticing. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for keeping up with me. If you aren't subscribed already and you'd like to be, just hit that subscribe button down below or in the bottom corner or wherever else you can find it. And I'll see you next time.